Good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining us here on this wonderful Sunday. Very busy weekend for a lot of hockey teams at the Bell MTS Iceplex. Joining me is goalie coach, goalie aficionado, but also part of the recruiting program of the Pilot Mountain Hockey Academy, Gordy Tomlinson. Gordy, great to see you this morning. You're used to getting up this early, aren't you?
Oh, I'm up at 6, 5, 4, whatever time my old body gets me going.
Whatever time the body gets up.
There you go.
Fabulous. Let's get a quick update on the recruiting process and what's going on with the Pilot Mountain Hockey Academy.
Yeah, recruiting is a huge part of the academy's process. It's and Rod Collins, the general manager, leads that deal. But right now, it's an international recruitment program. Although most of the players are certainly from closer and in Canada, but we have, I think we have 7 or 8 American kids playing on our team this year, right from Pennsylvania, right across through North Dakota and into Billings and Montana and Washington State, as we talked about before. And then we've got kids from north of the 60th parallel, which in Yellowknife and Nunavut and all those kinds of spots. So, you know, we've got a program that it reaches way out, and the way we do that has been through various contacts and a much better website that we've got going on for us this year.
For sure. Knowing the team for the last couple of years, I've seen a lot of the different names and the different towns and the different areas that the program reaches. You're right, it is an international program. How is it that you're able to attract players that have come from smaller towns, but also larger towns, to what Pilot Mound and the Hockey Academy offers to its players?
Well, I think it's the message that Ernie Sutherland, who's one of our main on-site scouts, as well as coach, of course, and Harry Mahesh, who both go out and on the road after the season's over, and they spend quite a bit of time talking to mums and dads and players and seeing them in tournaments and whatnot through the spring. The message gets passed that way, very personal, and that's what Pilot Mountain is all about. It's very personal, very caring place, very respectful place. So yeah, it's a process like that, and then of course whatever the website offers, and again we've got a new website which offers even more than in the past. It's very attractive and brings a real careful, well thought out message to the public that we're talking to.
So for a player or a family that's unaware, checking out the website, pilotmounthockeyacademy.com. Got to get that tongue twister out.
Yep.
It's very simple, very well laid out. Like you said, it's got the programs, the male, the female varsity programs set up, but also what's behind the scenes or what's not involved with the rink as well. The lifestyle, the education, and all of the services and the community involvement that the team has, correct?
Yes, well, you touched on it right there, Theo. The lifestyle is simple. It's go to school, play hockey, study, sleep. That's about it. Yep. And then travel when you're traveling. And so it's pretty simple. It's not a lot to do in Pilot Mountain beyond community stuff, and that's really important. The kids get involved, and we had a big snowstorm in October. They were out shoveling people's walks and driveways. Way to go for them. And that was heavy, wet snow that we're not used to here in Manitoba. And so they go and see the seniors, and they go to the schools. And so the kids are just all out and about all the time. It's really neat, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. So I remember talking to some of the players a couple of weeks back about the Little Buffalo program, all the skating schools and all the other academies and the small programs they do for the younger kids, and how much of a role model those players get to be for those younger players.
Well, yeah. The little kids, I mean, they're wonderful, and the hockey team the academy put on an 8-week Thursday night skate program for, I think there was 60 kids involved. It's half the minor hockey program in the area, and then they've got the Little Buffaloes, which is a brand new, I think 8 and 9-year-old kids that are from a wide range of the area. And they'll play games in and around, but in every case, our players are out with them and showing them their skills and helping them get better. And so, you know, it's a well thought out deal by people who care, and that's really it. The ownership, the staff, the management are all people who really care about children, care about growing up with respect and those kinds of things. And so it just fits with who and what Pilot Mountain is.
The Hockey Academy, getting in touch with the Hockey Academy is one thing, but it's in explaining all the steps and the setups to make sure that that player is not just a right fit, but they want to be there as well. How does your recruitment program and Rod Collins make sure that the parent is fully aware and educated, making this right decision for their young son or daughter?
Well, it's a multi-time process. First of all, there's someone identifies a player, or the family identifies Pilot Mound. So it's one way or the other, and then there's a contact made. There's videos passed back and forth in terms of what goes on in Pilot Mound. Go look on the website, and of course the player has videos coming back to us, which is a wonderful thing that ASTV does as well, and others throughout the country and in North America, so that we can see them play, so that we know we've got a player that fits that way, that's going to be capable of playing for the most part. And then of course there's a lot of discussion about where the facilities are in town. They're all walkable. Of course, it's a small town of 700 people, so everything's walkable. The kids are on foot all the time. They're not getting driven back and forth to different places to school. And it's cold some days, and they're walking into the wind, and they're going to school. And at the end of the day, that's what it's all about, So, and then there's a lot of conversation that goes on in terms of the finance, in terms of the education part of it's very important. And the school, the high school in particular takes a great deal of interest in the players, and they're there to support what the academy presents to the families.
You hit the next point right there, Gordy, because it's, as much as the life we love on the ice is one thing, but it's grooming that student athlete in the classroom as well. Like you said, there's so much travel involved with this program. Going to amazing cities, whether it be Penticton, BC, down to Minnesota, down to Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Mm-hmm. You don't have those experiences with other academies or other programs through your varsity years. And you also have to be prepared for those bus rides. And teachers and tutors and all that are involved and take extra special care of these players to make sure that they're not falling behind and to make sure that they are keeping up with their studies and keeping up with their play on the ice.
Well, there's a lot. I mean, and again, the ownership group has to be aware and on top of all these things all of the time. The staff is aware. I know I attend meetings all the time with the various staff members and the folks that sort of run the hockey program, and then of course then there's the school staff as well. So that it's multi-layered caring for the kids. And when the players leave, and I think that's the neat part, when the players leave, especially if they spent a second year or a third year with the program, they get to see how involved this program really is and how much it requires of other people and volunteers and whatnot. It is huge in that side of things. And the players, at the end of it, we hope and we think, and for the most part, really understand sort of the human side of the academy and what the academy life is.
Yeah, it's all about preparation. We're not going to call it. We'll call it a sweet onion with layers, because I tell you, if it's something you need to consider is you being a great student and learn how to play great hockey with great coaches. The resources are there. I mean, I've never seen outside of a couple of other programs where a rink is that accessible and the resources are that evident to a hockey team. And as a recruiting program here at Pilot Mound Hockey Academy, you guys make sure that those steps of service are already in place. Every T is crossed, every I is dotted, and you prepare these players so that they have a wonderful year on and off the ice.
You're right. The program is set up to not fail, and fail the individual player, not to fail anybody. And so when we find a player that maybe not, meeting expectations, etc., there's a lot of work being done to make sure that player catches up, keeps going, getting on, and moving on. So it's really neat to see how it all comes together, and it's there for every individual person. So when they leave the academy, their education is there, their hockey skills are there, and their people skills are there.
Couldn't have summed it up better, Gordy. Look forward to hearing more about the recruiting setup and the rest of the year. I know it's going to be a 12-month program, always recruiting for both the male and the female program. I'll let you get back to your own game coming up this morning, correct? You got the female varsity playing early this morning?
Yes, we do.
Right on. So we'll let you get to that and watch both your goaltenders. I know you like to talk to them between periods. We'll be right back with the Ottawa Ladies 67's taking on the Thunder Bay AA Queens right after this. morning, everybody. Thanks for joining us here at Bell MTS Ice Place in the Red River Co-op Arena. We are finally coming down to Sunday morning. 2 games for you. The first tilt will be the Thunder Bay AA Queens in the black away jerseys versus the Ottawa Ladies 67's in the predominantly gray jersey. Here live again, bright and early. My name is Theo Tutkalek and joined by
Donnie McIntyre.
Donnie McIntyre. Little Donnie's going to sit in with us, provide some color. He's looking a little bit awake, so we'll get right at her. Both teams finishing this weekend off. Our game day sponsor is Metal Master. I'd like to thank them very much for this morning's game. We do apologize for the vision that we have this morning. It's a bit of a bird's eye view in the corner. We weren't able to set up where we normally are, but we do apologize. We'll be able to get most of the ice surface for you. Yaman gets the puck out of the zone and back gets thrown in by Thunder Bay squad. The Thunder Bay squad has played 3 games thus far with a record of 2-1, losing to the host Balmoral team 6-5 on Friday night, but coming back with a great win yesterday, 4-2 versus Ridley. In front it comes and the puck just slides through the slot and wide. The Ottawa Ladies 67's have a tie coming out of the first game and then 2 wins, so they are looking to continue that winning streak here with a 3rd game. They have the puck below the goal line there, getting squeezed by the Thunder Bay defense. Up it comes to Andriachi. Andriachi gets it up, rink wide pass, just missing the stick of the Thunder Bay. Forward is Duckert. Paddington with the puck down low, sends it below the goal line to Duckert. Duckert knocks down her player there, work down below there. Ridgehill, Nolan able to get the puck out. Nolan with the shot. Thunder Bay throws it back in and looks for a line change. First minute and a half here gone in the first period. Puck is down low to McClough. And the goal scorer, Brandon Nickel, who had a hat trick yesterday, gets checked in front in the slot. She gets back on her feet and works the center spot back. Brandon Nickel committed already to the University of Manitoba, and she was able to go watch the Lady Bisons play. There's a shot, rebound in front. It gets stopped, the puck's loose, and it gets sent to the boards. Thunder Bay's looking to break out, carry the puck up forward. The puck gets deflected back into their zone. High in the air it goes, and gets brought down there. And it looks like the right winger was just offside there, a couple steps ahead of the play, and we'll have our first offside call. Donnie, in the couple of games you've watched, what has impressed you the most with this weekend's action?
It's been a lot of speed, a lot of great hockey games so far. We saw Balmoral Hall have a great comeback victory against this Thunder Bay team that we're seeing today, but it's been a good weekend of hockey so far, and exciting for the last 2 games, but it's been a great weekend of hockey here.
Puck slides down into the 67 zone and it'll be covered there by the netminder. Number 33, Lauren Griffin, gets the start yet again. She played yesterday as well, so we'd like to apologize yet again. We won't have a chance to get this close corner to you. We'll provide as much of the play-by-play action there as we don't have the proper visibility there into that corner. Comes into the zone, a great pad save there, just seeing at the last second was the Thunder Bay netminder. Puck comes into the neutral zone. Working it back into the Thunder Bay zone is Yaman. Swearing gets the puck up, throws it in deep into the 67 zone, where it goes across the zone deep to Giroux, up to Watson. Watson has it taken off her stick, and there's Grabe. Watson working the puck up to Drost. Melanie Drost, who leads this team, the Ottawa Ladies 67's in points, slides across, gets a shot off and just throws it wide. Down low is Nickel. Nickel tries to throw it up the far boards. It gets deflected wide of the netminder to the close boards, now up to the half wall. Looking to get it out of the zone is Thunder Bay, just unable to get it out past the blue line Drost keeps it in for a second, and there it is. Breaking loose is the Thunder Bay with the shot. Sent wide on Griffin. Giroux gets it, headmans the puck up to Drost. Drost gets it up to Grave. Grave gets taken down there. And back it comes into the neutral zone towards Ottawa. Defense throws it back in. And Giroux has it there looking for a headman play. Finds number 10, Sedgwick. Sedgwick carries it in, gets checked right at the ringette line there. And loses control as the puck comes back into the neutral zone. Donnie, we're seeing a little bit of body action, a little bit of, controlled body. What's your take on, the most important keys of this game?
Physicality is a huge part of the game, so the more physical you can be, the more likely you're going to be getting the puck or stopping the other team from getting good chances.
Here comes Thunder Bay, just checked off the puck. It comes around to the half wall here to Spear. Spear gets it to the blue line, none farther. It gets sent back in. Where Thunder Bay has it there. Grieve fighting hard down below the goal line, behind the net. She throws it up to her defenseman. Gets a shot on net. Deflected in front. Saved there made by Griffin, and the rebound goes to the side. Tried to go back to the blue line, but Sedgwick intercepts that pass. Throws it up to the side wall through the neutral zone where we know icing. Talked about physicality, the importance of knowing where the line is, where your body can be, and opposed to a body check, right, Donnie?
Yeah, it's a fine line in the game of hockey, and just gotta make sure it's nothing too physical, I guess, so to avoid the penalties. But it's a fine line and tough to distinguish sometimes.
So far, the officials let them go at it here. 14:30 left in the first period. There's our whistle as the puck comes into the Thunder Bay bench. Shots are 3-1 in favor of the home team. Bit of a feeling out process. I mean, these teams have played this is their fourth game now. The tank, the endurance tank, is being tested.
Yeah, coming down to an end of a whole weekend of playing hockey, you're going to start running out of energy, but whichever team has the energy to keep playing their best hockey is going to have a good chance at winning this game. Equal opportunities across the board so far for both teams. Very
well put, Donnie. I like that. Here comes the Thunder Bay Queens throwing the puck into the zone. It deflects off a stick. Coming around the boards are the defenseman Carl. Carl gets it up to the half boards. McDonald's there intercepting it, and it's tried to be reversed here by Yaman. Brittany Yaman up the play it comes. Great pass to Jost, just missing it. And a quick change by the 67's. A little bit of room here for the Thunder Bay team as the shot is taken and Griffin makes the save. Paddington with the save. Grabe playing deep in that forward spot, helping out. We have a 2-on-2 forming here for the 67's, and they dump it in. Watson dumps it in. Thunder Bay is able to grab that puck again. We do apologize for our vision here to the close boards and the close corner here. Just unable to capture it for you. We'll let you know how the plays transpire. Young throws it to the far wall where Drost has it. Drost gets checked there by Nickel. Nickel gets the puck down low, where I believe Darby Matson is able to grab it, throw it across the goal line, behind the net. It gets intercepted there once again by Ottawa. Ottawa enters the zone very quickly on a 2-on-2. The puck is just traveled off the stick and away from the pressure. Nickel able to grab the loose puck here on a change. She has a 2-on-1 forming. She moves in, takes a shot. Griffin makes a save, and it goes over the net and to the glass. Ottawa's able to carry it out to the half wall. They come up to center ice. Sedgwick makes the pass over the far side. Just losing the puck there is the other forward. Gets sent down to Sedgwick. Sedgwick has it below the net. And it looks like we're going to have a delayed penalty here, as the head official has his hand up, unaware what the call is. Donnie, do you see what's being called here?
It may have been a tripping call in the middle of the ice there in the zone. And it looks like players from each side will be heading to the box.
Either Juliana Parks or Hannah Thompson with the trip call. We'll see if we get a number off that. Happened right in the middle of the ice. Referee had his hand up. Make our first power play of the morning for the Thunder Bay AA Queens. Very lethal power play. What they do is they like to get the shot from the point and grab the rebounds in front of the net. Griffin so far done a great job moving those rebounds to the side.
And I believe it is actually offsetting penalties.
Oh, it was offsetting penalties.
Still
Okay.
Playing 5-on-5, it looks like.
So we had one for tripping and one, we don't know what the other call was, so we do apologize. Aspropa moving in. She's got her legs over the course of the weekend, skating very well all weekend long. Also love saying that last name too. Puck gets sent below the goal line. Thunder Bay is able to grab it as some of the Ottawa players come for a change. Rink wide, it comes in between two players. And grabbing the puck there is Parks. Parks goes around the goal line, able to hold on to the puck, using her body very well there, sends it down low on a cycle. In front it comes, and through the slot with no shot. Parks helping keep the puck in down low for the 67. Throws it in front yet again, and it goes wide of the net. Ottawa putting a little bit of pressure here on Thunder Bay, hemming them down low. Thunder Bay wasn't looking very responsive to getting that puck out of the zone, very lackadaisy. Shot, and it's held there, and the rebound's there, and it squirts, and it just stays behind the goaltender. And on the good side of the goal line, if you're a Thunder Bay player, no sign of a goal. Looks like the defenseman bailed out their goaltender.
Great pressure by Ottawa there on that sequence, but the goaltender just able to keep that puck out of the net, although from our point of view, it did look like a bit of a scramble there to make sure that didn't go in.
Yeah, it looked like it kind of had an issue with the 5-hole area.
Yeah, a little bit of an awkward.
Screeching through there, but nonetheless, it stays on the good side of the goal line for the Thunder Bay Queens. We've said about this team is not just a junior and senior team, it's first, second, third, and fourth years, considering where they're able to catch all their players and grab the players from. Some of the players have been billeted, some of the players travel fairly far. If you're familiar with the Thunder Bay area, some players from Kenora, Dryden, Thunder Bay, Nipaming. So it's pretty incredible that they're able to field a team that's pretty talented as they are. Thunder Bay to the far wall, gets it up and out, not to the blue line, and it's sent back in. Thunder Bay has to try plan B here, gets it to the close wall, gets checked there yet again by the 67s. It's Yaman working the puck down low below the goal line, looking to control it, throws it up to the blue line. Back to Yaman, it comes to the middle of the ice with the backhander, and the shot and the save goes wide. To the other point now. This gets sent in there, I believe that's Thompson playing the point now. And it gets brought all the way down to the close boards here. Again, we do apologize, we're unable to get this position for you. And that's Spear picking up the puck. Very light pass up to the blue, but it does make it there to Churchill. Churchill sends it into the Thunder Bay territory, just inside the blue line. It comes and it gets sent all the way back in. That could be a too many men on the ice as the player coming off. Haley McDonald coming on, making a play, and just a little too early on that as number 26, Georgia Spear, was trying to get off the ice, and it will be a too many men call, too many player call for the 67s. This will be a power play.
This will be a big power play for Thunder Bay, as Ottawa so far has been putting a lot of pressure on them, so this would be a huge opportunity for Thunder Bay to get some pressure on Ottawa and hopefully get the first goal of this game.
Do you see one team skating better than the other right now?
Right now, I'd say it's a pretty even matchup. Both are moving their feet pretty well, but we'll see as this game goes along. Ottawa did play 2 games yesterday, as Thunder Bay only played 1, so we'll see if that has an effect.
Nickel and McDonald working the puck down low, or Andrietti working the puck down low. It gets checked and deflected, but Thompson just unable to get it. Here comes Claire Sedgwick on a 1-on-2, working the puck into the corner, and she gets checked there by the defenseman. Here comes Thunder Bay working the puck into the neutral zone. Looks like they're trying to set it up methodically as Brenna Nickel carries it in. Looking for a pass. Instead, she takes a shot, and Griffin makes the save. Puck gets steered below the goal line. Andrietti with the puck up to the blue line. Shot deflected, and there it is. But it's being waved off with a no goal as it was a high stick. Nickel was able to get her stick on the play and on the puck, but it looked like it was above the shoulders.
Did look like it was above, so I think it's a good call. No goal on that high stick.
So the face-off will come to the neutral zone. Brenna Nickel, unfortunately, making that tip, and Griffin really didn't have a chance on that tip regardless because it was really high in the air.
Yeah, really high shot, and I think the tip is what made it go in, so the high stick was needed for it to go in, but unfortunately will not count that one.
Alyssa Nolan able to get it down all the ice for the 67s. Watson giving chase there against the Thunder Bay defense. Thunder Bay moving the puck into the 67 zone. Outside in move, great move there. Shot, save made by Griffin. Outside in, done by Andriecki. There's Nolan able to get it off the glass, and it gets kept inside the blue line. Now Watson's able to get it out to the neutral zone. 38 seconds left on the power play for Thunder Bay. Again, trying to get it set up down low. Working around the goal line is Swearing. Swearing checked there by Alyssa Nolan. Nolan working very great on the puck, gets it out, and then it gets sent all the way down. Juliana Parks able to get it down there. 18 left on the power play. Not much of a setup for the Thunder Bay team here in the power play zone.
No, they've been trying to get their shot they want, but Ottawa has just been giving them nothing. And so far, this has been a good penalty kill.
Swearing down low, throws it against Griffin, and Griffin covers the puck right as Grieve and Cava are waiting there for the rebound right on the right side of the net. And she was able to get her blocker down.
So far, both goalies having a good game here through the first 12 and a bit minutes. This is going to look like, as of right now, it's looking like a defensive battle here.
2 shots on net during that power play for Thunder Bay. Swearing gets it back to the point. Shot down low, and it gets stopped there by Grieve, but sent wide. Cava has it on the far end, gets it up to the defense. Shot on, Swearing makes a deflection, and Griffin is able to catch it and hold on for the whistle. Checking out Griffin's blocker, it's got the holes on the old waffle board there. Looks like a piece of breakfast. You don't see those very often anymore. They're usually a smoother, maybe it's just for design purposes, but nonetheless, she's doing very well, facing all 7 shots and stopping all of them so far. 7:34 left here in the first. I'd like to thank Metalsmith, our game day sponsor, as well as the Backwoods Boiler Boys for today's first period action. BackwoodBoilerBoys.com for all your boiler needs inside and out. Shot from the point, Griffin makes the save. Rebound squirts to the left, and it's out of harm's way. Couple of defense squirts out loose in front again, and it's Azkopo with Tomatis, who's able to get it out to the neutral zone. Back to the defense, D to D it goes for Thunder Bay. And up through the neutral zone. A little bit of difficulty there by the Ottawa defenseman, but it gets sent back to the other side. Watson, great looking pass up the Wortham Grabe. Grabe and Jost working the left side, 2-on-2. Watson joins the play, tries to send it in front, but it gets deflected by the Thunder Bay defense. It's held on the side of the net behind the goal line. It is a bit of a scrum there, 2-on-2, a little bit of rubbing, a little bit of racing downstairs in the far goal line. They're trying to hold the puck there. Referees urging them to get it loose. As they do, Ottawa comes up with the front and goes through the slot and wide. No stick able to get on that puck. Goes deep down below the goal line yet again. It gets sent to the close boards. Thunder Bay's first to the loose puck. It gets sent out in front. And there is Darby Matson trying to send it to the far side. Gets taken there by the Ottawa 67 forwards. High off the glass. It comes to the neutral zone. And just enough speed so it won't be an icing call. As Watson carries the puck in. She's all by her lonesome. Now she has some help on the far side. Puck is below the goal line. And Thunder Bay is able to grab it with a couple of passes out of their outlet zone. And gets sent in deep to the close boards here. Griffin's going to stop it. Passes it over to her partner and comes to the close boards. And she gets to the post just in the nick of time. And she's able to make the save. Puck got shot into the Thunder Bay bench, I believe. It got touched by one of the players. So we'll have a face-off just on the outside. 5.5 minutes left here in the first period. Donnie, what's going to happen? What do we need to get a goal here from either team?
You know, I think both teams just need to keep on playing their game. Both teams have been playing great defensively, putting on the pressure, and the goalies are standing tall, so you're just going to need one to squeak by the goalie, I think, and hope that the way that you're playing your game will turn into a goal eventually.
Both teams playing really hard, considering it's been their 4th game of the tournament here already. Puck comes to the neutral zone. where McDonald is able to get it out, gets it across ice to Sedgwick. Sedgwick throws it down below the goal line where Parks has it. She's faced there by 2 Thunder Bay defense. Out front it comes, and a shot goes wide by Sedgwick, just missing the close post there, trying to catch the goalie, leaving it. Puck is still inside the Thunder Bay zone, and it's kept in there. Shot off the right pad, to the corner it goes. Trying to hold the puck below the goal line. It squirts out yet again, and Thunder Bay is able to get it. And they send it down deep, where we will have yet another icing call. 4:38 in the first.
So far, it's been a very back and forth game here. Both teams getting the chances that they have. Shots are currently 9-5 in favor of Thunder Bay, but I'd say that despite the little bit of a margin there in the shots, it's been a pretty equal game thus far.
Just the one power play so far, Donnie, so I think that's where we have the difference in the shots per se, but
yeah, for sure.
Both goaltenders playing really great so far. Puck comes to the side wall. Thunder Bay is able to get it, but they pass it right to the front of the net, and Dross unable to get that shot on it. It gets deflected before it reaches the keeper. Coming out to the top of the circles is Ottawa. Nice headman pass by Thunder Bay. Inside out move on a partial break shot. Save made. The rebound gets up in the air. Paddington unable to find that rebound. Young working the puck below the goal line yet again, gets it to her partner Giroux. And Giroux dangerously comes in front of a net, but decides to go behind. And a nice outlet pass right up front to Grabe. Grabe goes to her winger Drost, I believe, and throws it right on net. Officials are gonna ask them to move the puck. Nobody was really challenging there defensively. Long lead pass just out of the reach of Nickel, and we'll have another icing call here with 3:39 left in the first. Paddington with that inside move, able to get a partial breakaway.
An outstanding move to get into the middle of the ice, but Griffin standing tall yet again, and a great move, but an even better save.
Yeah, equal to the test. Seeing that over the last couple of games, especially yesterday, we were seeing teams taking advantage of the opportunities that were made on mistakes, as opposed to sticking to a game plan. Is that something we're going to see more of today, I think?
Yeah, you would think so. Teams are going to start getting tired, which can lead to more mistakes. So the team that capitalizes on the mistakes and makes the less mistakes is definitely going to have the better shot at winning. And you just got to keep on. Part of the game is puck luck and the right bounce, and you could have a goal.
Churchill going end-to-end, gets checked at the face-off dots by Thunder Bay, and Nickel sends it out, tries to send it past the defenseman, but the defenseman's able to turn and keep possession of it. Nickel throws it back to her defense partner, and they try to get the puck across, but she gets checked there, kept inside the blue line, comes across, and the shot is there, and a save made, and the rebound goes below the goal line. To the point it comes. Giroux, I believe, keeps it in, or Nolan. Hand comes up. We're going to have a delayed penalty against Thunder Bay on a hooking call, as Ottawa was trying to come out of that corner on top of the circles, and they touch the puck, and we'll see what the call is.
2.5 minutes to go here in the first period, and this is a big power play coming up. As no team has scored yet, so if they can get the first goal here before the end of the first period, that would be a big momentum swing.
Ottawa on the power play here, as Brendan Nickel takes 2 minutes here for hooking. See how the answer comes based on the fact that this is their first power play, looking for a lead of the game. Comes cross ice. Shot taken right in the shin pads, and it's deflected into the neutral zone. Nolan looking to carry it in, goes right through the gut into the slot, top of the circle. She sits up, sets on the half wall. Nolan sends it down deep. Setting a bit of a cycle up is Ottawa. Looking for a little bit of a lane to open up. Gets checked there by the defenseman, Coffey. Coffey, one of the taller players on Thunder Bay. She got a long reach there, using it to her advantage. Carl gets it to the half wall, down low. It goes to Sedgwick. Sedgwick below the net, looking to set it up. Gets it to the half wall, back to Nolan. Nolan goes back to the sidewall. Shot from in front. Rebound is there, and it's cleared away quickly by Thunder Bay. To the top of it comes to Nolan, back to Carl. Carl goes across. Great movement here for Ottawa, and the shot goes wide. just missing the far boards, far post, sorry. On the half wall it is for Ottawa. Back and forth, tic-tac, no toe. And the puck gets sent back into the far corner where it's being held there. 41 seconds left in the power play. A couple of good chances for Ottawa, just unable to click it off the and it gets sent down there by Thunder Bay, and they'll go for a change. Really great puck movement. One shot to show for it. Just unable to get that shot behind the keeper.
Great opportunities because of some great passing, but just haven't been able to get the shots on goal here that they'd want to see on a power play.
Graves sending it far end, looking to set up with fellow wingers. McDonald with the shot. Rebound is there, and it's get cleared away yet again by Thunder Bay. Last couple seconds here in the power play before it gets in, and the puck just squeezes out to the neutral zone. Unable to keep it in is Leah Young. Young goes off for a change. Check there at the blue line is Thunder Bay, but there is McDonald sending it in deep around the goal line. Another battle ensues behind. Puck comes through the slot. Thunder Bay is able to reach it and get it out of harm's way. Last couple seconds here, one-man rush for McLeod, and just a great save again by Griffin. Nickel throws it out front, and it gets deflected behind the net. And that'll do it for the first period with no score in the first. 11-7 of the shots. We'll be right back with second period action here on Amateur Sports TV. Just about to have the second period start here. Donnie, what'd you like in the first?
It's been a great defensive battle. Both teams are playing very well on defense, and both goalies standing on their heads so far. Shots are 11-7 heading into this period.
Goaltender for the Thunder Bay AA Queens is Michaela George. We're able to finally find out as we see the back of her jersey. Ottawa's able to keep it in here, and it just goes to the right of George. LeBlanc goes across D-to-D below the goal line up to Fortin. Fortin shoots it up to the neutral zone. And there is Nickel. Nickel sends it in deep. Nickel skating on a new pair or a different pair of skates. She had a blade break with her last night in her final game, so she did pot 3 goals on the old skates. The new ones haven't been as nice to her, but we'll see if she's playing just as well. Puck comes to the neutral zone and gets sent back in on a delayed offside. Everyone touches up, and the first minute is gone here in the second. We'd like to thank Lepke Auto Sales for today's second period action. Visit Vince and the boys for your new vehicle. Lepke Auto Sales. LeBlanc with the puck here down low, below the circle. We do apologize. We do not have a good visibility on this low corner, but we want to thank you very much for joining us here on Amateur Sports TV for this morning's action between the Ottawa Lady 67's versus the Thunder Bay AA Queens. Puck comes down low, shot on George. Rebound is there, and she's using the left pad just in the nick of time to get it out of the harm's way. To the point it comes, going D to D. Shot on yet again, deflected wide. In front it stays off the right pad, and it gets cleared there by Paddington. Paddington gets it up to McDonald. McDonald using her speed to get it sent in, sends it just wide of the cage, and they'll go for a change. Second period always has those long changes, Mr. McIntyre. So as a team, what do you have to look for? And when you're making those changes, how smart do you have to be with them?
Well, you got to be really smart because you don't want to make the bad change and let up a odd man rush or even a breakaway. And you just got to make sure that you can keep fresh legs on the ice. And long changes are part of the game, but as long as you can keep the fresh legs on the ice and make sure you're making your change at the right time, you should be good in the hockey game.
Face off to the left of the 67 netminder Griffin. Nickel with the puck, shoots it in front of the slot. Does not find the target, gets all the way to the far wall. Behind the goal it goes. There's Nickel, gets it down to the point. With the shot right on. Rebound is there, and it gets brought out through the neutral zone, down all the way. And we'll have an icing call. 17:34 left in the second. Talk about the benches, and we rarely see that the penalty boxes and the benches are all on the same side.
Yeah, and it's a bit different but it is a smaller arena, smaller space, not like the big arenas that you see in some of the other leagues around the country and the world. So having the benches on the same side, it's just a bit easier if you want to make a quick change out of the penalty box right there.
That does help, yeah. Inside out, tries Churchill. Churchill down low, gets the puck, gets brought below the goal line right to Hansen. Coffey's there with the puck. She goes below the goal line, D to D, as Ottawa goes for a change. Up it comes into the neutral zone, gets sent deep in there by Sarah Grieve. She goes off for a change as well. 16:55 left. In front it comes to the slot, and the shot goes wide. Partially deflected, I believe, by the defenseman, so no shot recorded. The puck is along the half wall, gets thrown up in the middle of the air, high up it goes, past the defenseman, and another icing call here. We saw Ottawa do this a little bit last game as well, throwing the puck down, icing. Is it a reset button reset, or is it something that's they're just trying to get the legs under themselves, trying to slow the play down? What's your thoughts?
I think right now it's just trying to slow it down and maybe getting a bit of energy back while the puck's going down. We've seen a lot of icing calls this game from both sides, and coming down to the wire here this weekend, legs are going to start getting tired, and teams just got to keep on moving their legs and playing solid hockey for the win.
As Propotomatis gets the puck to the defense, and the defenseman gets checked there and held just inside the blue, but it gets back to this red line. Nolan able to keep it in, quick turnaround, sends it back to Propotomatis with the shot into the shin pad. It goes. Nickel back to Fortin. Fortin, good quick touch passing here by Thunder Bay. Nickel gets it up through the neutral zone and sends it into the closed boards here. She gives chase on Nolan. Nolan gets checked there, but is able to get the puck around the goal line. Once again, Thunder Bay putting on the pressure. Nickel in front and unable to get the shot away. She gets checked by the defenseman. Ottawa skating through the neutral zone. Slap shot again off the shin pads to the close boards. Yaman going off for a change. Fortin able to carry the puck. Very smooth skating defenseman as she gets that puck up to Olivia Cava. Cava dumps it in deep. Cava working with her wingers there. Getting the loose puck, throws it in front, deflected by the defenseman yet again. A lot of defensemen are able to cover those corners and get those pucks out of harm's way because they're getting in those shooting lanes. Stopping at the half wall to the defense side. Parks. And up to McLeod. McLeod gets it in. Checked there by the Ottawa 67's. Shot goes off the skate of Coffey into the close boards here. Sajwick working it down deep, and it gets thrown up high. Does it have a curl on the net? It just hits the net, but the goalie does not have to touch it, and it will be an icing call. 14:48. Let's talk about how many pucks have been deflected, passing lanes, and active sticks. Donnie.
Yeah, it's been, like I've said before, it's been a great defensive outing here from both sides. Not too many clean shots on net so far for either team, and the chances just are getting shut down, the chances that they do get.
Watson throws it into the corner here where we don't have the good vantage point. We do apologize for that. Churchill gets checked here as well, throws it around. Coffey throws it to the far where Swearin gets it. Swearin able to get it by the defenseman, 2-on-1, Nickel, and set. Gets it across, rebounds there, but it's thrown behind the goal line yet again. Good 2-on-1 setup by Nickel and Grieve. Puck is along the half wall, and it gets shot down yet again. Defenseman is not able to get a touch on it, and we'll have yet another icing call.
Another great defensive play there to put the pressure on the puck handler there on the 2-on-1. Luckily for Ottawa, puck stays out of the net on an odd man rush.
It's almost, there's two options on a 2-on-1. You either pass or shoot. And it's almost like you want the player to shoot the puck more because that rebound on the backside could prove dividends because it's a larger net to shoot at.
Yeah, a rebound off the pad is always very beneficial to the shooter. So getting a rebound, I think taking the shot is probably top priority when it comes to a 2-on-1.
We'll see if that happens, yeah. Rebound. Excellent call. Ottawa's able to get up to the neutral zone. Good passing as they get it out of the zone. It's Fortin. Shot over top of the corner of George, and around the boards it goes. Quickly checked there. Paddington having to give help, get it to Fortin. Fortin using her speed yet again to get it up. Gets it just out to the blue line, to the center ice zone, and there is Ottawa moving in. They get checked. Paddington, a little bit of skating room now. Moves up. A bit of a lean. She tries to get the puck in deep and is successful. Gets sent around the boards below the goal line, where Ottawa's able to get it to the red line. It gets deflected by the defenseman there. Parks passes in front. Great deflection by Sedgwick. And Michaela George is able to close the wickets there and hold on for the rebound. 13:06 left in the second period. Again, we'd like to thank today's game day sponsor, Metal Master. And our second period, thank you very much, Lepke Auto Sales. Body. Vince will be upset with me. It's Lepke Auto Body. Metal Master Auto Body. Lepke Auto Sales. McLeod, I'll get that one right sometime this morning. Save is made by Griffin, and she holds on with no rebound. Face-off will go to the left on the Ottawa netminder. A couple more icings, like you said, Donnie. Ottawa electing to get rid of the puck, Thunder Bay electing to hold on to it.
Yeah, it's just the two different styles that these teams are playing, and so far it's been very back and forth.
Rebound once again held there by Griffin as she's able to hold it to the right side of the net.
So far almost halfway through this game and still no scoring as the goalies are on their A game so far to start this one.
Lots of shots from the perimeter, a lot of deflected shots. We're seeing a lot of that more just because the players are realizing that they have to get in those shooting and passing lanes more so.
A few tips in front, a few scrambles right in the crease, and the goalies are making every save they can to keep their teams in this.
Puck gets sent to the close boards here. And said Michaela George makes the save on Grabe. And she holds the puck for a face-off now down in the zone of the Queens. Adjusting her pads there after that save. Two different styles of play thus far. The dump and chase versus the holding and the possession of the puck.
Yeah, and so far it's been an even matchup despite the two different play styles. None really has the advantage over the other thus far.
Matson sends it across to Coffey up to Swearin. Swearin loses the puck at the half wall. She has to retrieve and go below the goal line, getting across to Matson once again. We do apologize for the vantage and the view we do not have in the low corner here. Paddington working with Grieve up to the top. She's able to squirt inside. She gets between the defense, but unable to get a good quality scoring chance against the goaltender. Shot from the point, deflected off the shin pads below the goal line. It looks like it's Nolan using her skating to get up the puck. Gets it to the far wall. So that's Bouchard. Bouchard now taken on by two different Thunder Bay players. They win the battle. A little bit of help from behind for Drost. It comes in front. Where is the puck? It's below Michaela George, and she holds on for a whistle. She didn't know where that rebound was for a couple of seconds, but she found it under the glove, thankfully, because there was two Ottawa players ready to pounce on that loose puck. A goal is a goal, whether it's a shot, a breakaway, a scrum in the front, they'll all count. We're just looking for one.
Always a scary moment for the goalie when they're not sure where the puck is. Luckily for George there, she was able to find it, and Ottawa really putting the pressure on Thunder Bay there on that last opportunity.
LeBlanc with the puck. She tries to go below the goal line, intercepted there by Drost. Goes up to the point with the shot, perhaps in the corner. Deflected again, high off the crossbar. Rebound in front, just unable to get it again. The passing and the shooting lane taken away by Fortin. Bouchard down below the goal line, looking for a pass in front. And Nichols able to get it at a harm's way to the sidewall. Up it comes out of the zone. With delayed penalty here as we see a hooking call as the defenseman was pinching in but then caught off her spot. It looks like it will be George's spear getting sent off. 2 minutes focus. She was looking to pinch in off the boards, and Nickel was able to squirt it through and past her. And she had to use her stick as a bit of a fishing hook to hold on to the Thunder Bay player. So we have a second power play for Thunder Bay here with 10:50 left in the second period. Puck gets dumped in deep, gets stopped at the blue line, and get brought all the way through the neutral zone back into Thunder Bay territory. 0 for 1 on the power play. What does Thunder Bay need to do to get set up? First off, down low.
Well, they just got to figure out this Ottawa defense. The defensive end has been a strong point for Ottawa thus far, and they just got to get the right players in the right spot and hope that their passes can get through and get everything set up for a nice goal here to open this game.
Ottawa standing strong on the blue line, not allowing Thunder Bay to get set up. Fortin gets it across, and that's good pass to the wide angle for Grieve. Works it in to the sidewall, looks up in front, through the slot, and again does not meet the target. Back to the point it goes. It's kept in there. The official helped out there a little bit with the skates. Below the goal line it goes, looking to hold on to the puck down below. Two Thunder Bay players on 167. Working the puck to the goal line. Below the goal line it is. The officials are calling for them to move the puck. Looking for some motion. Squirts out. Gets tied up yet again by a couple of players in a little bit of a scrum. Nickel sends it in front right from the slot. Gets to the blue line and on further. Back to the boards it goes. Where Nickel gets it to the point. Comes off the half wall, looks across. A great setup, great save by the netminder. Couple of saves as the rebound squirts below the goal line. It gets cleared out to the neutral zone. We now have a one-on-one setup here. Shot over the crossbar, hitting the glass is Churchill. Churchill and Fortin working hard on the puck. Grieve grabs a loose puck, throws it high and hard. Up to Swearing. Swearing gets it into the 67 zone, looking to pass in front. And through the slot it comes. Penalty is over. We're back to 5-on-5 action. 0 for 2 on the power play is Thunder Bay. Sedgwick gets it around the corner to the below the goal line behind the net. And it gets sent up to Grieve. Coffey helping out there. Gets it up to Swearing. Swearing using her speed. Able to get past the defenseman. And another penalty is going to be called. Consecutive penalties against Ottawa. This one's going to be a trip as well, as Swearing was using her speed to get around the defenseman.
Starting to become a little bit of a choppy game here for Ottawa. We've seen some good play from Thunder Bay thus far, but Ottawa just starting to lose where their stick is. Taking penalties just won't help you win hockey games.
We saw Ottawa using the offside at the beginning, or the icing in the second period, and we're seeing that the legs might not be there. Just the endurance, the fuel in the tank might be a bit low.
Definitely starting to look a bit slower out there. Ottawa definitely going to have to regenerate once it comes to this second intermission.
Puck is along the half wall here on the close boards. A bit of a battle ensues. Trying to get out of the zone as Ottawa is unable to get it sent back in. Paddington for Thunder Bay giving chase against the defender. Two of the players getting tied up along the half wall. Gets back sent to Coffey. Deflected in front to Paddington. Paddington back down low. And a bit of a loose puck. Here might come a partial breakaway as Sedgwick comes in. Shot. And the save is made. A bit of a scrum. And a delayed penalty. It'll be a penalty shot. A penalty shot has been awarded to Ottawa as Coffey takes down the forward, Claire Sedgwick. Even though there was a shot taken, nonetheless, this might be the barn door opening a little bit.
Big chance here, and it's a short-handed penalty shot. You don't see that too often.
No, it was a deflection off the blue line shot that allowed the release of Sedgwick, who's got great speed, and here she comes on this penalty shot, sorry. Oh, just off the post, and the save is made. Michaela George coming up strong, coming up big. That could be a turning point, perhaps, to get this Thunder Bay team. Congratulating her goaltender.
Tried to make a move in the crease, but George stands her ground, and a big save there to keep this game knotted up at 0.
Still waiting for our first tally up in the morning. Nickel loses the faceoff, gets thrown right in front of the slot. Bouchard, or actually Asproponatis, working with Watson, loses the puck. Nickel skates up on a 2-on-2, takes it to the left side. She's very methodical in her skating, throws it in front, right on net. Griffin makes the stop and gets the puck below the goal line. Back to the point it comes to Fortin with the shot. Wide of the mark on the short side. To the half wall it goes on the far boards. A couple players working. Nickel trying to scrim it out, get it out of there. Paddington's working on there, I believe. It comes loose. In front it comes, the backhand and the score! A great backhand shot. That's exactly what Thunder Bay needed. Coming off the half wall, streaming right across the face-off dot is number 14, Alexis Paddington. And we have our first goal of the morning there, Donnie.
Big power play goal to get things opened up here with just under 7 minutes to go in the second. And hopefully for Thunder Bay that will open the floodgates, but Ottawa now going to be playing this game from behind.
It's a trickle of water, we'll call it right now. It's not a floodgate just yet. It's a trickle of water. Because we've got one on the board, a great power play, 1 for 3 so far. Great job. Nickel was a little bit of a help there because she was able to dig it out. The 2-on-1 along the boards was very fortunate. Michaela George throwing it to the close corner here. Fortin battling down deep and gets it up to the neutral zone and gets sent back in. LeBlanc has to retrieve it. User skating. Dangerously comes up to the front, right in front of her net. Nobody on the far wall, and we'll have another icing call. So Paddington, Nickel on the goal. Donnie, it's only a 1-0 lead, still a very close game. Shots are very close. Both goalies playing very well. We're going to have a flood in 6:25. How do you maintain that momentum if you're Thunder Bay?
With Thunder Bay, you just got to keep playing the game that you've been playing, because as of right now it's working. They've got the 1-0 lead as well as out shooting Ottawa.
There is Parks skating in, coming across the middle of the ice, right on top of the hash marks with the shot, and right into the catching mitt of Michaela George. Talk about these goaltenders. Very strong play on the bottom of the ice and great gloves. Every single goaltender I've seen has had a great glove hand.
Yeah, these goaltenders throughout the weekend have been playing great hockey, and especially today in a 1-0 game, we've seen 29 total shots throughout the game from both teams, but only 1 goal to show for it. So the goalies having themselves a game. There's another great save there by George.
That one was labeled Mr. Christie Cookies.
Top shelf.
It wanted right upstairs. But before it could get there, Michaela George brings out the mitt. Forden sending it below the net. LeBlanc battling there with Nickel now. Gets the puck to LeBlanc. LeBlanc sends it up. Intercepted yet again once more. Parks and Hansen. Thompson gets taken down. She battles back with LeBlanc. LeBlanc takes the puck a little bit more aggressive than needed and gets the stick involved. We'll have a power play for the Ottawa Ladies 67's as Captain Hannah Thompson was taken down below the goal line. A lot of battling down there in the last 20 seconds, Donnie.
A lot of battling, and we've seen that throughout the game, not just this last little bit. This has been a physical game for the sides, and this will be a huge opportunity for Ottawa to maybe get this game tied up before the third period with just under 5.5 to go.
5:27 left. LeBlanc 2 minutes for tripping. Puck comes in front. Great deflection and a save made by Michaela George. The puck is still here in the corner. Watson thinking where she wants to go. She's going up, down, going down low. She's getting tied up along the boards here. Churchill helps out, gets it to Espoponatis. D to D it goes. Shot on. Easily seen by George, and she covers up for the whistle. Those long shots are easy when you get to see them. Taking away the goalie's eyes is imperative.
Yeah, getting screens in front of the net when you want to take those shots from the point or the top of the face-off dot. You want to get a player in front to screen the goalie, but so far we haven't seen too much of that. George able to make the save there on the power play opportunity for Ottawa.
Face-off gets sent to the boards down below the goal line. It squirts. Spoponatis to Churchill. Churchill in front, just misses it. Rebound is there. The puck squirts below the goal line yet again. Working this triangle possession down low are the 67's. Skating across the spot. And the rebound does not get to the net. Paddington looking to use her puck. And there is Michaela George once again holding on to the puck for another whistle. 1:07 left here in the power play. 2 shots on goal thus far. Shots are even. 18 to 16 are the shots. Ottawa putting on that added pressure, working the puck down low, just unable to get stick to tape in the slot.
Yeah, the puck's been in and near the crease a few times here on the power play, but Ottawa just unable to get their stick on it.
Yaman gets the puck down low to the close corner here. She skates up to the half wall, looking to set something up. Nobody in the front of the net for a screen yet. Swearin challenges as Yaman and gets the puck off her stick and sends it down the ice. 44 seconds left here in the power play. Ottawa needs to get set up here again. They need to get some traffic in front again. They just weren't able to do that in the last possession. Here comes Captain Thompson sending it below the goal, looking to set up. There's Yaman parking in front of the net. D to D it comes. Nolan, Giroux. Giroux gets the puck in front to Parks. Parks skating away from the middle of the ice, working down below the goal line. Drops it to Thompson at the sidewall, at the half wall. Goes up to the point. Giroux sends it down low, below the goal line. Yaman and Thompson working the cycle. Goes up to Giroux once more time. Shot deflected before it gets to the net. Puck is loose. Yaman's able to get to it. Puck penalty is over. And it gets sent to the half wall. Thompson yet again throws it up to Giroux. Giroux takes a shot on, and the save made there by George. She's able to get her pad on it. Comes up in front, another deflection right in the nick of time by Grabe. Grabe sends it below to Parks. Parks gets muscled off the puck by Coffey. There's Grabe and Nickel battling down low. Coffey gets it up front. And a smart move by Ottawa, not getting in possession. And too many players on the ice. And just as that's occurring, Michaela George stops the play yet again.
Great chances for Ottawa on that power play, but Michaela George just standing tall in her net. Just under 3 minutes to go here. So Ottawa had a lot of good opportunities, some loose pucks in front of the net, but just unable to get their tape on the puck.
That puck was loose for about 2 seconds, and instead of taking a shot, Parks elects to go around and set it up again. So the blue line stays in. Well done by the 67 defense. Patson and Boucher working down low here. It comes squirting to Drost. Drost working on the battle again with Matson. Drost comes out to the puck, gets a shot on, and steered aside by Michaela George. McDonald squirts it up to McDonald. McDonald takes it high off the glass, a little bit of masse, and it's just light enough to stay out for an icing call. It gets sent in right away by the 67, by the Thunder Bay Queens. 67's able to get it out. Pass to the far wall as Melanie Drost comes across. Right in front, takes a shot. Held there for a second, bobbled. And Michaela George is able to find the rebound before the 67's find that rebound as well. And
nice
she holds
glove
on.
Save, but it looks like George didn't have all of it there. There's a bit of a fumble there right near the end of that play.
It's like she caught it at the top of the glove and it kind of whipped around and it hit the ice, but just as it hits the ice, she's able to cover up. 2:05 here left in the second. We'll get a flood here after the second, after 40 minutes. Before we get to that, we'd like to thank our game day sponsor, Metal Master Auto Body, for this morning's action. Told you I'd get it right. We're working on the moorings here, Donnie.
Yeah.
You always got to fit in that word once a game because moorings and pegs just aren't the same anymore.
Great word, mooring.
Puck comes high and hard around the corner to Kava. Kava able to get it past McDonald for a split second, but it's kept in. Deflected there before it gets. Rebound is in front. Unable to reach it is George. And Forden gets the puck up. A couple of forwards up there. Brennan Nickel gets it from her other winger and throws it in on the glove. And she drops it for the defenseman. Ottawa on the good cross-ice pass on the breakout. They send it in deep. Coffey meets her defender, and she will be called there. And she hits LeBlanc. We'll get the interference call taking out Churchill on the boards. More of a body, more of a skate kerfuffle, tangling. Regardless, we'll see yet another power play for the 67's as they will try to create a deadlock here at 1-1 before the second period's out.
And their power play just a few minutes ago seems to have given them momentum despite not scoring on it. As Ottawa has been playing some great hockey the past few minutes here.
They've definitely taken some of the momentum in the last part of the second period. You're right, Donnie. Coffey gets it up off the dasher. It rides the dasher. Here comes a race for the puck. Grieve gets to the loose puck, throws it on net, and the puck just is cleared away of harm by Griffin. Griffin hasn't been very busy over the last 5 minutes, but touching a puck once in a while certainly helps. 67's enter the corner here. Boucher down into the boards here, goes around the net to Carl. Carl, the defenseman, sends it down below yet again. Brittany Yaman behind the net, setting up shop. Boucher at the half wall. Up to Giroux with the shot on, and it goes wide of the net. Carl unable to control the puck, and it gets sent down there by Paddington, and Grieve goes off for the change. 40 seconds left here in the period. Just over 1 minute left on the power play. 67's moving the puck in methodically. Alyssa Nolan gets pinched off, and Brennan Nichols able to find the open space right through First Avenue on net with 20 remaining in the period. So it looks like we have maybe time for one more rush for the Ottawa Lady 67's before this period's out. Up to center it comes, dumped in on the goal line. Behind it comes Thompson right out in front of the slot, and nobody was home to get that puck. And they get a shot. And that'll be the end of two with your score 1-0 Thunder Bay on a backhand power play goal by Alexis Paddington on their last power play. Give you time to grab a cup of joe, get a little bit warm. We'll be right back with third period action here on ASTV, your source for amateur sports.
Hi, I'm Nettie Weiss from Metal Master. You had an accident? Sometimes they're embarrassing, but they're always inconvenient. We have an incredible staff to take care of you. We have platinum certified techs in 4 different categories. We are certified as a gold class accredited shop. If you've made a claim already, perfect. Call us with your claim number. If you need a claim opened, give us a call. We'll walk you through it. Sometimes you can get a little nervous dealing with NPI. We'll help you out. From Metal Master Auto Body, we'll straighten it out.
Back here with third period action between the Ottawa Ladies 67's and the Thunder Bay AA Queens, just heading on the ice here for the third period. Our third period game day sponsor this fine morning is Case Financial. If you ever need help with all the little writing and all the little innuendos and all the help for a mortgage, the people at Case will be glad to help you. Donnie Mac, 40 minutes in, 20 minutes to go. What's going to happen? What do you think is going to transpire here in the last 20?
You know, it's going to be a grind to get this win. Both teams have kind of been looking a bit tired out there, so hopefully the ice getting cleaned off there will give them the energy they need to get through this third period. Thunder Bay starting with 30 seconds, or just under 30 seconds left on a power play here already with the lead, so this would be a big opportunity.
Thunder Bay has the penalty.
Yes.
Ottawa is looking to tie it up here in the first 30 seconds with the power play, the player advantage. Looks like it'll be Thompson up front, trying to push things forward. Giroux sends it up. Thompson unable to get the pass right into their own bench. Bit of a wake-up call. Wakey.
A little bit of a shock there in the first 12 seconds of the third. Make sure.
I think she was aiming for the glass at the penalty box.
I think so.
Let's say that. I don't think there's any love lost on their own team.
Hopefully it wasn't a aimed for shot.
No, absolutely. So we'll do the face-off down low to the left of Michaela George, who's been absolutely fantastic, stopping all shots so far in the first 40 minutes. Puck gets brought up to the defense. Nolan, Giroux, able to keep it in there is Leah Young. Young able to get the shot off and is chased Paddington. Puck is held along the far wall there. Sent back in by Watson. And Churchill goes off. Thompson down low with the wraparound. The rebound is there in the slot. And quickly to that loose puck is a Thunder Bay defender. Swearin loses the puck at the blue line again. McGeorge finds the puck along the right pad and is able to make the stop. So nothing really happening during the power play, but afterwards, a couple of different scrums for the 67's.
Yeah, some good pressure there for the 67's, and hopefully for them, they can get this game knotted up. But right now, Michaela George having herself a game.
Puck comes to the half wall, where it's sent right on in front, and the rebound is sent below the goal line. And it's in front, sent to the slot. Rebound is there, and it's cleared away by Thunder Bay. And they're able to get it out past the blue line into the neutral zone. Bit of room here for Thunder Bay to shoot, take a shot. Save made there by Griffin. Gets brought down below the goal line here at Grabe. Grabe elects to skate and then turns around on the reverse. There is Nolan, able to grab the loose puck. Couple of quick moves, and she's able to find some open ice. And she skates up with the loose puck all by her lonesome. Dumps it in below the goal line as the forwards are getting chased and changed. To the sideboards it comes out in front. Down low. Rebound is there as George was just out of position. Unable to get a shot off was the 67's. And it gets sent into the neutral zone here as they have to trace back. There is Carl. Quick turnaround right up front to Sedgwick. Sedgwick unable to hold on to that pass, and it gets sent all the way down. And no icing on the call as McDonald, a couple of moves behind the net up to Sedgwick. Sedgwick gets it up to Parks. Parks sends it to low. 2-on-2, 2-on-3 now as the 67's go for a change. It goes down low to Sedgwick. Sedgwick unable to hold on to that pass. Comes up to Parks. Parks loses it there, and it gets sent up in the air to the half wall. None further. Ottawa still has it hemmed in. Shot goes wide on the close wall. McDonald keeps it in. Deflection right onto Michaela George and into the glove and makes the save.
Bit of an awkward direction on that one, but Michaela George able to get the glove on it. The Lady 67's putting on a lot of pressure here on Thunder Bay as they're trying to get this equalizer.
And they waited last night. They almost waited too long, and they were able to get a couple of extra goals late in the third to defeat the Steelers 4-2. And that was our last game yesterday on Saturday. Puck is just out of the reach of McDonald. McDonald goes up the boards to Yamin. Yamin gets it up. As Propotomatis gives chase, wins the battle, moves in front, gets a shot on George, and the rebound goes and sent out to the harm's way. Thunder Bay has the puck on the half wall, unable to get it out and successfully get it into the neutral zone. Ottawa has to give chase. Quickly is Giroux. Giroux moving up ice quickly with some speed, finding a bit of room. Skates inside the blue line, gets checked off the puck. Thunder Bay is able to skate through. Losing the puck and being sent into the far boards, sent all the way around. Kept in there by Ottawa. And there is Ella Watson quickly losing the puck there to Duckert. Duckert here on the boards with Giroux. Watson, Giroux able to get the loose puck. She sends it cross ice to her defenseman, and it gets sent into the skates of the official, avoiding the icing call there. Back to Nolan. Nolan goes cross ice to Spear. Spear moves into the center of the ice, finds some open air. Shot on directly. Bit of a trouble with the rebound as George was trying to steer that to the corner. Instead, it goes right to the slot, and she holds onto it for a face-off.
Bit of an awkward rebound there for George, but able to corral that one in. And the Ottawa has now taken the lead in shots, out shooting Thunder Bay 23-19 here. So Thunder Bay going to need to start getting more pressure.
Face-off wasn't fair. We'll do it all over again.
Looks like George was fixing her mask, I think.
Oh, I'm glad you caught that, Don. Head official got that as well, so that's good. Face-off is won by Thunder Bay, sent away to the far wall, to the half wall. It's kept in there by the Ottawa 67's for a second. And now here comes Thunder Bay on a break. It's 5 players. Brandon Nickel gets checked, and the shot is steered aside by Griffin. Spear goes cross, finds Melanie Jost just behind her. No icing, it'll be the call as they get sent all the way into Thunder Bay end. To the close wall it comes. Spear's able to keep it in. Gets deflected off a couple of shin pads. There's Melanie Jost coming through with the shot, and right where we seen her score last night, Melanie Jost ties the game up on top of the circles. It's a 1-1 hockey game. Great move off the sidewall to the forehand. We talked about it last night after the game. That is one of her favorite places to shoot and score from. She's able to get the equalizer here 5 minutes into the third.
And Ottawa has been all over the place here in these first 5 minutes, and they finally get one in here as we've got a tied game.
Face off at center ice. One there by Thunder Bay. Thunder Bay carries it in quickly. Carry it down low. Swearin gets it out front, right to the front side of the wall. Griffin, it's on the back of the net. They scoot it off. It comes off the back wall again. Swearin, very handy with the stick, just unable to get it to the front of the net. She gets checked. It gets steered off by Grieve. Grieve now gives chase up the boards. It comes to Spear. Spear up to Josh. Josh gets it to the half ice. It gets deflected there by Sedgwick. Sedgwick unable to get chase on it, and it gets sent back into Ottawa zone. And Spear almost takes off the official's head with that one, and we'll get an icing call. So we talked, both teams have favorable tallies all weekend with wins for both teams. One, Thunder Bay is 2-1. Ottawa is 2-0-1. Very successful for both squads this weekend.
A very good weekend for both teams, and you know, it's been a great weekend of hockey for every team. I'd say it's been a great weekend for all of us. And
puck goes off the crossbar by Andriecki, unable to get the third rebound. Just unbelievable setup. The gaping net just hit the bar. Thunder Bay's coming around for round 2. Cross ice pass comes in front. Rebound is there, and it's taken away by McDonald. To the point it comes to Coffey. Coffey tries to make a move inside. Checked there by Yaman. Yaman goes below the net, trying to settle it. Goes behind to Carl. To to the corner where we can't find you. We do apologize. Gets sent up high in the air. Be no icing on the call as Parks gives chase to the loose puck. Parks working down low, holding the puck as she gets some reinforcements from Thompson. Thompson's able to fish it out. Tries to come up the wall. It's unable to do so. Thompson still giving chase to the puck and gets sent across ice. Pass right on the tape. Inside, outside move there by Grieve, I believe. Cava, gets the puck, but Thompson steals it from her. Comes up the world to Young. Young carries the puck and elects to carry as opposed to passing it up. Sends it below the goal line. Thunder Bay is able to get it to the first loose puck again. Sending it rink wide, just unable to connect on the pass to Cava. This time, a couple of slashes, no penalties called. Thompson gets it up to Grabe, and Grabe sends it in as the team goes for new tires and a now bucket of fuel. Paddington up the half wall. D to D again, cross ice pass yet again. You see Thunder Bay trying to open up the ice and trying to catch Ottawa bunching up on one half of the ice. But nonetheless, D to D yet again. Still stuck in their own end. They're able to get it up high off the glass. We'll have an icing call here as an Ottawa player was nowhere near to be found.
Well, after Ottawa gets the equalizer, Thunder Bay coming out flying with some great opportunities, including a open net that was unfortunately missed. But Thunder Bay looking strong there after the equalizer, maybe getting a bit of energy, trying to take the lead back.
Yeah, Gabby Andrew actually had the wide open net, just hit it right off the crossbar. And still remains a 1-1 game. And a great shot from the point, and it's in. Carl with the shot from the point, a slight screen. Peyton Carl finding the blocker side on Michaela George and giving the Ottawa Ladies 67's a 2-1 lead. 2 goals here in the last 5 minutes for the Ottawa 67's.
And a long shot there, right around from the point, and just George unable to get her glove on that one. And Ottawa now with the lead here.
Bit of a swing of momentum, or is it just the fact that 2 shots found the right part of the net?
I think it could be a momentum swing, honestly. Getting 2 goals here within just a few minutes of each other is gonna bode well for your team going forward.
Puck gets sent in by Ottawa. Now we're going to see the quick changes. We're going to see the faster repetitions on the ice. Here goes Cedric intercepting the pass. She comes into the side on her backhand, scoots in front. Save made by Michaela George. Rebound comes to the close wall, the half wall, right out in front to the slot. There's Cedric again. Gets it down, puts it on the ice, and the save made by George. Behind the goaltender, she's looking. She doesn't know where the puck is. It's to the side. She's stuck on her backside trying to get up. Another shot from the point goes wide. Thunder Bay's trying to clear it out. And they've got Alexis Paddington up here trying to get the stretch pass against the 67's, but they get the puck, and Grabe gets it sent in. Very strong on the stick, carries it all the way in below the goal line. He's able to keep possession there as Ottawa changes its players up. Here comes Thunder Bay with a bit of speed. Shot there by McLeod, and a delayed penalty will come for the Thunder Bay Queens as McLeod was taken down pretty hard. It'll be a hooking call against Molly Grabe of the 67's. She was providing the back check there. This may be the chance for the tying goal for Thunder Bay with 10:40 left in the third.
Thunder Bay, they've been a bit on their heels here in the third period with Ottawa scoring twice, but a huge opportunity here on a power play. It looks like a timeout has been called.
Timeout is being called here, I believe, by Thunder Bay. They're looking to set up some form of a power play selection. We've seen a lot of shots from the front, a lot of shots from the perimeter, Donnie. We're looking for a triangle setup. What type of a setup would you perform here as your coach of the Thunder Bay team?
I think if I was Thunder Bay, I would start getting shots from the point with people in front. As so far there's been a lot of scrambles, and I think in this type of game where the goals are coming, not as plenty as some of the other games we've seen this weekend. I think the best opportunity might just be a nice rebound in front of the net from a shot from the point.
You got three very good goal scorers here on Thunder Bay: Brennan Nickel, Alexis Paddington, and Gabby Andriaki, who had that glorious chance off the crossbar. They like to set things down low and then, yes, use that defenseman for the shot from the point. So we'll see what happens here. Puck comes to the line. Shot from the point, whistled wide and hard. Great shot, just unable to find the target. And it gets cleared into the neutral ice where Thunder Bay has to retrieve it. Parks sends it down in deep for Ottawa. Good looking shot off the point, just missing the mark. Ottawa keeping a player very high on the opposing blue line as Andriaki is trying to keep the defense from unable to hem the team in their own end. Thunder Bay skating the puck up. This is Nickel putting the brakes on, almost losing it. We have a player down. A player down on the boards in the far corner. It looks like it's one of the Ottawa players, as the coach is being helped to have a look and see what's going on. I don't know exactly the number of who the player is, but we'll let you know. She may have gone tumbling a little bit difficult into the boards there, Donnie. And did you see what happened at the back end of that play?
I was unable to see what happened, but sitting along the boards there.
We'll await to see how well the player is doing. Just being attended to by the trainer. From behind the play, it looked like she was being battling with one of the Thunder Bay players. She may have gotten tripped up and may have hit the boards awkwardly or hit the ice awkwardly in that corner. Nonetheless, we will hope that she gets up well. And we still have about 1:16 left on this power play for Thunder Bay. We'd like to thank our game day sponsor, Metals Master Auto Body, as well as our third period sponsor this morning, Case Financial. And we'd like to thank you all for watching Amateur Sports TV, your source for amateur sports here. The Junior Women's Hockey League, day 4 of these games. Game 9 and Game 10 will be this morning. Our next matchup will be a battle of two college prep high schools in Ridley College from St. Catharines, Ontario, and the host team, the Balmoral Hall Blazers. Currently we have the Thunder Bay Midget AA Queens down 2-1 as Ottawa has been able to score 2 goals here in the third. What has been that change of momentum you've seen, Donnie, here from the Ottawa squad?
Coming out of the gate here in the third period, Ottawa capitalized on their chances and, just 2 goals just a few minutes apart to start off the third. We'll see what this stoppage will entail for the rest of this game.
Shots are fairly even, 26-20 in favor of Ottawa. They definitely put the pressure on in the first 10 minutes of this period, knowing that something had to be done to first not only get on the board but also break that equalizer spot. They tend to play more possession and a better game hockey when they have the lead. As we see the player coming up from the ice. Looks like she'll be okay. She's still being attended to by both the coach and the trainer there for the Ottawa Ladies 67's. Looks like she's going to be coming off the ice to be attended to by the trainers, as mentioned. Hope it's not too serious of an injury. And we'll get back to action here momentarily. 9:55 left here in the third period. A 2-1 hockey game for the Ottawa Ladies 67's. And we'll await the beginning of this face-off. Will be down low to the left of the netminder, Lauren Griffin, who's faced 20 shots here, Donnie. 19 saves. Her game has certainly been strong. Again, the low shots, steering aside those rebounds, imperative to keeping the puck away.
Yeah, her low game's been fantastic, and both goalies having themselves some games that the low game and just making sure you know where your rebound is has been a strong point for Griffin.
Puck awareness and re-squaring to the shot is so important for these goaltenders. We always see them ready for the first shot, but it's where the second and the third come into play that you tend to see the more difficult saves made, the sprawling saves, the game savers, the top 10 Sports Center saves.
Yeah, the rebounds are where goals can be made, and goalies making big saves are imperative when you want to win. You need those rebounds.
Back on the action, here we come. Paddington, Nickel, and Andriaki still playing forward for the Thunder Bay team. Andriaki gets it up high to the defense. They're looking for that shot from the point. Just deflected there. Thompson's able to get it up, and Churchill sends it down deep to kill off some vital time. 50 seconds left here in the power play. Thunder Bay has to get it up quick to get set once again for that 5-on-4 advantage. There was Paddington looking for the pass. Instead, it's carried in by Andriaki. Andriachi gets it back to the point. Shot deflected, and a great save by Griffin with the right pad. Ella Watson elects to shoot the puck in deep and go for fresh fuel and tires. Well done. Just a great save there. No rebound again as that puck was taken away off the right pad of Griffin. Thunder Bay, one last chance here to set up with 10 seconds remaining. They get the puck on the half wall. Nickel sends it deep to Andriachi. Andriachi battled in their corner with Giroux. Giroux, Nickel, Yaman, Drost. Everybody's in there. The penalty's over. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. The scrum comes out. The puck comes up front. And Paddington's just unable to get to the loose puck. Ottawa breaks out 3-on-2. Propanatis carries it through the circles. Gets it across, and there it is for the tip on the back door by the 67's. A great pass on that 3-on-2. It finally clicks for the ladies 67's. Find out who the goal scorer is here in a second, but a great job by Propanatis. On the back door was Giroux and Boucher. I believe it was Boucher that may get the tally. But a great job by the Ottawa 67's there to spread out and use that valuable 3-on-2 space and make it a 3-1 hockey game.
Yeah, now 3 goals in the third period for Ottawa. Thunder Bay is going to have to start getting their game back intact here to try to make a comeback.
It was a quick change of momentum. There are lots of great things happening during the power play. The scrum ensued, the power play ended, and then the 67's went on that 3-on-2. And it was a very good looking setup. Off the shin pads it goes. Swearing able to get it out of the zone. Headmans the puck. Here comes a shot from Grieve. Grieve can't get it on net. Cava down low, but there is Alyssa Nolan intercepting that pass and getting neutral zone. It gets sent back into the 67 zone where players go for a change. Boucher gets it up to the central, and that's as far as it goes. It gets sent all the way in. Griffin stops it below the net. He's got to get back in. Comes off the post and squirts off the pads and in. It gets trapped on the left pad and unable to find it. Sibley Ducker throws it in there and it falls in behind the goal. A 3-2 hockey game. It's getting close. We're looking, unfortunately, one of those goals just had to happen there, Donnie. It gets stuck in the pad, and as you make that move, you look for it, you don't want it to move, but unfortunately you move and the puck goes in the net.
Yeah, just unfortunate for Griffin there as it gets all tangled up there, but Thunder Bay will take any goal that they can get here. Now only down by 1 with 7 minutes to go.
Tuckert makes it a 1-goal game, deflected there by the 67's. No icing will be the call. Nickel looking in there, grabbing the loose puck, gets it in front, but it's cleared away by McDonald. Kept in the zone for a split second, but stopped again by McDonald. McDonald's got some room to move, and she clears it up high off the boards to the far side where Carl and McDonald try to get to it. McDonald has to face Nickel. Nickel with the shot and the glove save. Rebound comes right in front. It's sitting there And out of the slot it comes as that's Propopanatis. Up to McDonald. McDonald gets it into the zone. Thunder Bay looking to get possession as they do get it inside the neutral zone. And it gets sent across ice to the far defenseman for Thunder Bay. Thunder Bay's got a bit of skating room right through the middle. No icing will be the call as it got deflected by the Thunder Bay forward. Paddington working down low. She gets the loose puck. She takes a close angle shot. Save made by Griffin. Paddington still has the loose puck. Up to the point it goes. Electing to shoot. Gets deflected off the shin and sent wide. Andriachi gets the puck for Thunder Bay. Working down below the goal line. She gets steered off the puck by Yamin. Yamin sends it high off the boards to Watson. Watson can't get to it. It gets by Young. Giroux. Giroux gets pinned along the boards by Andriachi. Andriachi gets pinned along the boards by Yamin. It now gets pinned along the goal line where Yamin's able to get it to the red line, and out it gets sent by Watson and down for an icing. 5:40 is the play. Is the time left. 3-2 is the score for the Ottawa 67's.
And these last few minutes of the third period is where you can win or lose hockey games. Ottawa will be looking to get a bit of an insurance marker here in the last 5:40, but Thunder Bay has been putting on the pressure here to get this tying goal.
Looking to tie this game up. 27-23 of the shots in favor of the Ottawa 67's. They got to hold on here for another 5.5 minutes or so. Shot comes through a couple of shins. Griffin makes the save. Swearing quickly turns, gets intercepted there by Propopanatis, and she's able to carry the puck through the neutral zone into Thunder Bay territory. Goes around the net to the goal line. Gets sent up to the point. Spear with the shot, deflected. Rebound is there, and it's behind the goal line now. Comes up in front to the slot. Thunder Bay's able to get control and get it out to the neutral zone. And a bit of skating, speed for Swearing. She looks in front, and it gets deflected behind the goal line. Again, puts the brakes on. Gets checked there. Sedgwick gets the loose puck, can't get it past the blue line. The shot on, it gets deflected high in the air. Spear gloves it down. Thunder Bay looks for a long lead pass, just unable to control it. It's Claire Sedgwick, but she's able to maintain the fact that there will be no icing on the call. 4:40 left here in the third period. Great job. 3-2 is the score. Been a very high intensity last 5 minutes of this third period. The legs are, if you could say the legs are finally awake, Donnie, would that be an understatement?
They're starting to get going here in the past couple minutes that we've had, and you know, despite this being the end of a weekend of hockey for these teams and early morning, the legs are starting to get going here. 4.5 to go.
They're doing a great job so far. Thunder Bay still looking for that pivotal third goal to send it in overtime. They're hemmed now in their own zone against the half wall. Able to get to the blue line. It will be an offside, delayed offside. But here comes Thunder Bay. Paddington working hard against McDonald. Checks her, keeps the puck in the half wall there. A couple of sticks flowing. Duckert, the last goal scorer for Thunder Bay, unable to keep it in. Ottawa goes in, moves in, takes a shot on Michaela George. And the save is made. A couple of pushes, couple of shoves in front. And the whistle goes, and that will be the end of that.
A little bit of chopping at George there once she had the puck, which caused a little bit of pushing and shoving there after the whistle, but cooler heads prevail.
Not much of a discussion after that whistle by the opposing players. 4 minutes left on the third. The puck comes to the point for the 67's. Sent into the half wall right in front of George, and through the slot it goes. Back it goes into the corner. Thunder Bay needs to get this puck out of the zone here as quickly as possible. A couple of battles down low with the bodies, and 67's are unable to keep it in. Here comes Thunder Bay moving the puck down. And just ahead of the play is Fortin, as Grieve carries the puck in, makes that extra move on the blue line, putting her fellow player offside.
Yeah, just a little bit offside. Just a bit too long of a stride there, I guess, and unfortunately for Thunder Bay, that would have been a decent scoring opportunity.
Face-off won by Ottawa, but it gets sent right into their bench. And a fresh line change by both teams here. We're getting down to the wire. The mistakes made may be pivotal for either squad. We'll see whether or not Michaela George leaves her net here in the next minute or two to provide the extra attacker as well for the Thunder Bay Queens. Face-off is won by the Ottawa Lady 67's. Alyssa Nolan able to get up to Melanie Jost. It gets deflected. No icing will be the call. All the way down it goes. Thunder Bay's first to lose puck, but unable to get it up the half wall. They'll try a second time here. Still unable to get it past the official that time. It gets down deep and it's collected by a couple of players. It's going to be pinned against the boards. Now it gets released and Ottawa is able to get it out. Thunder Bay intercepts the pass, but Ottawa is pinching in. Here comes a shot from Melanie Jost, and she puts it upstairs, this time above the blocker. A great goal by the number 11, who leads this team with the scoring. Makes it a 4-2 hockey game with just under 3 to play. What can you say about that shot?
It's a great shot, and George just unable to get her pads on that one. And now a 2-goal game here with just under 3 to go. We'll see if Thunder Bay still elects to pull George here at some point, but a great insurance marker there for Ottawa.
That was good. The insurance marker that was needed for Ottawa, because it gives a bit of a cushion, but we always say that 2-goal lead is always the difficult lead to hold on to. And for Thunder Bay, they're going to be looking to press all 5 players up. Brennan Nickel with the puck. She goes wide on Nolan, able to hold on to it. She tries to come to the front of the net, and she's checked there by a couple of 67's. Gray playing down low, that center spot. She's very strong on the puck and good body position. Gets it up to Aspropopanatis, and she carries it up, goes across, and a great setup 2-on-1, and another goal by the ladies 67's. I believe that's Melanie Jost again, working that back door and able to get it above the pad is Melanie Jost, her second goal in as many minutes.
Well, a 5-goal third period here for Ottawa. As they came out here to play here in the final frame, and now with a 3-goal lead with 2:11 to go.
Our apologies to our fans at home. That was number 81, Jenna Churchill, putting that 5th one in for the ladies system. A great pass across the crease. They've had a couple of those hit the point, and they've been very lucky with those. They've been trying that all weekend, and finally 2 click here in the third.
Yeah, and the perfect time for those to start going in as you get some insurance markers, and just got to play some good defense here to maintain the win.
Thunder Bay now down 3 with 1:40 left here in the game. They're entering the zone. Shot from the point, just whistles wide of the glove on Griffin. Giroux able to grab the loose puck. She's finding a bit open ice and elects to dump it in deep. Kill off some added time. 1:20 here in the third. Thunder Bay needs to get back into the attack zone as soon as possible. Hemmed into the zone is the defenseman. Giroux keeps it in. Shot out in front into the slot, and it's deflected wide on Michaela George. Puck is there kept by Sedgwick. Sedgwick turns around. She throws it into the slot, and Thunder Bay is able to grab it and throw it into the neutral zone. Just under 1 minute left here in the third period. Here comes Boucher. Boucher passes it across to Drost. Drost working hard to the slot area. The shot just goes wide. We'll get a delayed penalty here against Ottawa, as it will be a penalty against the ladies 67's with 46 seconds remaining. The face-off will come out into the neutral zone, and it one last power play as Sedgwick gets called for the trip. A little too late perhaps for the penalty, but still, I've seen goals scored, and goals scored aplenty and quickly.
Yeah, you know, this power play, depending if they can get something going here, you never know what can change a hockey game, and just because there's under a minute left doesn't mean this game's over.
40 seconds remaining here. Thunder Bay setting up the offense from 200 feet away from their attack zone. Intercepted there by Spear. Spear walks in, takes a shot. Great save by the board of Michaela George. Ottawa holding on to possession of the puck, doing a great job. George has to steer that aside. Just under 20 left in the third. Thunder Bay unable to get it out of their own end, even though they have the 5-on-4 advantage. The puck is being held along the boards, still being held loose. Thunder Bay is able to get it below the goal line. It gets checked there. Down to the final seconds. Looks like it'll be a 5-2 victory here for the Ottawa Lady Seconds, who finished with 3 wins this weekend and 1 tie. A very good set of games for both squads, especially the Ottawa Lady Seconds, who come away with 7 of a possible 8 points in league play. And what can you say about this Thunder Bay team? I mean, they battled all weekend. A younger squad, probably the youngest squad of the 5 teams here, and doing a great job, showing off valiant effort here in the third.
Thunder Bay had a great weekend, and unfortunately for them, it's going to end on a loss, but nonetheless, it was great hockey from both teams, and we've still got one more game left in this great weekend of hockey.
That's correct there, Johnny. 5-2 is the score here for the Ottawa Ladies 67's. 33-24 were the shots in favor of the winning team. I'd like to thank everybody here and everyone watching on Amateur Sports TV for this morning's game. We'll be back later on with the Ridley College Tigers taking on the Balmore Hall Blazers. This has been Amateur Sports TV. Thanks for watching, your source for amateur sports.